Day of the merger, I walked into Hayden's office before the meeting. Dropped a folder on his desk. "You told me to impress you. Here's your proof." He flipped through the pages. His face didn't change, but I saw the muscle in his cheek twitch. Meeting started. Room full of power and money. Theo began the pitch. Hayden interrupted. "Actually, our associate has an addendum." Eyes turned. I stood. My voice didn't shake. I exposed him, line by line. Calm. Brutal. The room was silent except for the sound of Theo's career imploding. He didn't speak. Just stared at me like I'd stabbed him. Maybe I had. But he drew first blood. The climb. I didn't come to New York to make friends. I came to win. First day at Magnus & Cole LLP, 5th floor, overlooking a glass skyline that looked like God himself dropped a mirror on Manhattan. I wore a navy suit, no stripes. Stripes scream try hard. Ties burgundy. Power. Walked in, 22 resumes deep, and only 5 of us made the cut. I shook hands with people I planned to outwork, outlast, and outrun. The air smelled like fresh toner and ego. My boss, Hayden Keene, said one thing: "Impress me before I forget your name." I remember that because I never let him forget mine. Weeks passed. The firm moved fast, like a predator. You fall behind, you get eaten. I watched co-workers fold Melissa with the fake smile, Grant who sweat through his Brooks Brothers shirts. They cracked by week 3. Me, I didn't blink. Coffee at 5 a.m., workouts at 6, conference room battles at 8. My life became a loop of spreadsheets, court filings, and performative grins in glass elevators. But I climbed. Then came the Jacobs account. $1 billion merger. High stakes. The kind of case that made partners out of interns. Hayden called us into the war room. 2 of you are going on this. The rest, support, or get out of the way. I didn't wait. I spoke up. You'll want me on this. I don't blink under pressure. Hayden smiled like a wolf. Then don't F up. We dove in. Late nights turned into early mornings. Red lines, counter offers, NDAs thicker than bricks. The other pick a guy named Theo Marsh. He was sharp, Ivy League polished, spoke in clauses. We didn't like each other. We didn't have to. But we were tethered to the same bomb. At first, it was silent warfare. Who logged more hours? Who got the client to nod first? Then it got darker. Theo started reassigning me smaller tasks, copying Hayden only on his own briefs. I retaliated, found his mistake in the indemnity clause, waited until the client meeting, dropped it like a sniper shot. Boom. Silence. Hayden raised an eyebrow. Theo smiled with his teeth but not his eyes. The war escalated. That's the thing about competition in America: we dress it up in suits and team building, but under the khakis, it's blood sport. I slept maybe 3 hours a night. My girlfriend left. Said I was married to the firm. I was. I didn't argue. Love doesn't get you equity. Then came the night it broke. The fall we were prepping for the final presentation. A room full of suits and contracts that could buy nations. Theo handed me a flash drive, said it was the final deck. I nodded, didn't trust him. Ran it through my machine. Nothing strange. Or so I thought. Next morning, chaos. The file had a corrupted clause. Made us look like amateurs. Hayden tore into me in front of the partners. This isn't prep school, this is Manhattan. Fix it or pack your shit. I didn't speak. Just nodded. My jaw clenched so hard I tasted copper. I went back. Dug into the metadata. Buried deep was a time-stamped edit. Theo's fingerprint, deliberate sabotage. It wasn't just war now, it was treason. But I couldn't accuse him without proof. Not without blowing my chance. So I played chess. I stayed late. Found the backups. Cross-referenced edits. Pulled receipts, emails, time logs. Then I waited. Day of the merger, I walked into Hayden's office before the meeting. Dropped a folder on his desk. You told me to impress you. Here's your proof. He flipped through the pages. His face didn't change, but I saw the muscle in his cheek twitch. Meeting started. Room full of power and money. Theo began the pitch. Hayden interrupted. Actually, our associate has an addendum. Eyes turned. I stood. My voice didn't shake. I exposed him, line by line. Calm. Brutal. The room was silent except for the sound of Theo's career imploding. He didn't speak. Just stared at me like I'd stabbed him. Maybe I had. But he drew first blood. Afterward, Hayden pulled me aside. You want a corner office, stay ruthless. That's the game. That night, I sat by the window, drink in hand, skyline glowing like temptation. I had won. But I didn't feel victorious. I felt hollow. In this game, you don't get trophies. You get scars. But I'd do it all again. Because in the American workplace, success isn't about being good. It's about being the last one standing. The wait weeks passed. Theo was gone. Vanished from the industry like smoke. Rumors swirled Europe, a startup, rehab. No one cared. The firm moved on. Promotions came fast. My name floated around glass conference rooms like a stock ticker. But something shifted. I saw it in the eyes of my peers. Fear. Not respect. I'd climbed too fast, too sharp. I wasn't just playing the game. I was rewriting the rules. A new hire named Sam joined our team. Ambitious, fresh out of Yale, all edge and no scars. I saw myself in him. Hungry. Sharp. Reckless. He asked me once, how do you get ahead here? I told him, sacrifice what you can't measure. He laughed. I didn't. Hayden started handing me higher level accounts. I met clients who shook hands like daggers and smiled like politicians. I traveled to LA, DC and London. Deals. Dinners. Deadlines. Somewhere between cities, I forgot the last time I'd slept more than 4 hours. Then came the Whitmore case. Multinational. Under the microscope. PR nightmare. We were defending a company accused of silencing whistleblowers. The ethics were murky. The money blinding. Sam got looped in. We worked side by side. And he started to shine. Maybe too much. I felt it, that old pull. That urge to stay on top no matter what. One night, I caught Sam on a call with a journalist. Off the record. Naive. Dangerous. I confronted him. You think this place rewards truth? We reward results. He looked torn. That's when I realized he still had a conscience. I remembered what that felt like. Barely. He promised to stay quiet. Said he understood. But my gut said otherwise. I didn't sleep that night. Next morning, I met with Hayden. Dropped a memo, documented everything. CYA. Just in case. Hayden didn't blink. Handled. The story never broke. Sam was transferred quietly to a branch office in Omaha. Gone. Just like Theo. I stood by my office window again that night. The skyline no longer looked like temptation. It looked like a warning. Because this life it doesn't just take your time. It takes pieces of you didn't know were negotiable. And the price of winning it's never on sale.